dependency injection into controllers. See, whenever we want to get any external object into a controller, the best way we can get that is through dependency injection. So we have done this example before. I have written iMath, math. So there was a class called as math which has implemented iMath. We have a class math which has implemented iMath. So whenever I want iMath, I would just declare in my controller a parameter which is of type iMath. So internally this is going to be instantiated by the framework. At that time it will automatically create an object of this also and give it to us, and on that object we can call the methods, and this is what we have learned. So this is purely dependency injection concept. But there are circumstances where I'm not interested in math in all the operations. Here we might have many action methods, and all these action methods are not interested in iMath. Only for one particular action method we might be interested in injecting something. So in those kind of cases, for that action method alone, you write something like iMath and give this attribute from service. That's it. Instead of doing it in the constructor, you can do it in the action method, and in action method explicitly mention that particular parameter as from service. See, action methods also we are not directly invoking. The framework is invoking for us. So when action method is called, it will automatically ensure that an object of the associated class registered in the startup, automatically that is going to be executed. So like this, in your startup at transient. Obviously this has to be done in configure service. Very clear. So you have option of doing it at the controller level. In such case you should give it to the constructor, home controller constructor, or only for a particular method you might inject. From service. And specify something like this, and that's it. Now you use that the way you want it. So put a breakpoint, run this, I click on privacy, and now you see this is an object created. It's not null. Very, very important. And moreover, remember I have declared this as transient. This is declared as transient. So when it is injected here, it is a different object, and when it is injected here, it is a different object. It's not the same object in both the places, because it is transient, and the behavior of transient is every time it is mentioned as parameter, a new object should be created. And if you want same object here as well as here, the one which was created here, you want that object as it is here, right? So this add transient should be changed to add scoped, but add scoped will be limited to that particular request only. In another request it will be a new object, and if you want the object to be shared across all the requests, all the users, change it to add singleton. This we have in detail covered earlier. So the only thing new today is this. That's it. Rest all is known to us already. So many times we are going to do injection of external objects, and these external objects are referred as services. Remember, these are referred as services. Why they are services? Because they are injected and they are supposed to provide some functionality. They are ordinary classes with no special inheritance rule or anything. Just that they are supposed to be registered with the application services using iServices collection. That's it. So that's all about you have to take care of dependency injection into controllers.